Okay, hi Aquarius. This is going to be your July monthly. I'm like, am I recording? I am. Okay. Your July monthly reading. I know I took a little break from the channel. I swear I just put lotion on my hands, but I wash my hands so much. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing Empress energy. Some of you, that could talk about pregnancy, you, someone you're connected with, an announcement, or just being in a very creative, fertile energy. I'm also seeing Libra energy, the Justice. And the Empress can actually be Libra as well. So maybe some of you are connecting with a Libra. And I'm seeing Sag. Which I've already filmed. So these are going to be 5-card readings. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot, and then we'll get an Oracle card at the end. You have the 5 of Pentacles, reverse, Temperance, more Sag, 7 of Wands, which is fire. We're entering Leo season as we speak. 9 of Pentacles, which is the pre-Empress card, and in this deck, also to me, can sometimes have references to fertility. And you have the Devil, reversed, Capricorn energy. So Aquas, Aquarius. Let's see. I feel really good about this reading. I feel like this is a lot about maybe how you've sort of operated in the past, which may have been like just a little bit defensive. Now, I do get that there's like that you've sort of like been working on your like intentions and your boundaries, basically like self-care kind of things, but like things that also serve to protect you. But not in a way of like sort of being like overly so, right? Almost like, sometimes when people sort of are overly sensitive to something, or they might respond to something because of a past experience that they've sort of had. So I feel like you're finding a balance there, which is interesting because again, you have the Temperance card coming out at the end, and that of course is a card of balance, as is the Justice card, which we saw as well. But there's a sense of almost surrendering more to just like the flow, right? Being in flow with the universe. You have the 5 of Pentacles showing up here reversed, which can talk about either, sort of financial ups and downs, which obviously a lot of people have faced over the past year and a half, or even just like sort of energetically, metaphorically feeling left out in the cold. And I feel like you're coming out of that as well. Again, part of that seems to be not necessarily because things or people around you are changing, but because you've sort of changed. You've changed how you're operating, how you're looking at things, how you're perceiving things. And that's really powerful. You see here you have the Devil card reversed, crowning you, right? So it's almost like I feel like for a lot of you, this has been intentional work, maybe something that you've been like intentionally focusing on for the past few months, for the past years plus for some of you. Others of you, I do feel like it could have also been related to a person or sort of an environment. I am getting that for some of you, it could have been like a work environment that wasn't particularly healthy, or maybe even a relationship that wasn't particularly healthy, possibly with an earth sign, possibly with a fire sign, okay? You have the 9 of Pentacles showing up here in your grounding energy. So your grounding, your sense of stability looks really good. I do also feel like there's things changing for you on a monetary perspective. Again, for some of you, maybe you changed roles or changed environments in terms of work, and that feels good, like again, sort of energetically, but it's also having like a positive impact on your pocket, which is good. Again, for sometimes for me, this card can also sort of represent fertility here, just because of the way the pentacles flow into the belly there. But again, it's a card of abundance, and it is the pre-Empress card. Some of you maybe you sort of were getting past a certain stage, or some sort of like hold up or blockage, I feel like, in a situation. Again, it could have been maybe there was like someone at work who was particularly difficult, so it wasn't like you left the company entirely, it's like you changed areas or sectors, right? Just as an example. For others of you, it could have been like things you were working through in a relationship. Maybe it was sort of like financial issues, and again, that's sort of turning around. I do feel like for some of you, you're like about to take a relationship to a next level. Like I'm seeing like the energy of like an engagement, or again like something new, right? That's sort of, it's bringing a very healing quality and effect either to you or to the person that you're connected with, or both, okay, or just to the situation again. And I'm feeling that with the Temperance energy here showing up in the outcome. It's a card not just of balance and stability, right, and sort of this inner sense of peace and harmony, but also of healing, right? And that's why I feel like, you know, it's about a balance of energies. There's something too about like literally, and this may be right because Leo is your polar opposite sign, right, Aqua? So something about connecting with the sun energy, with fire energy, perhaps using or water, okay, because I'm seeing those both on this card, to manifest. Sometimes, like I've said this in client readings before, I'm not sure if I've said this on the channel, but I see something sometimes in this Temperance card, various decks, not just this one, called the 2-cup manifestation process. And some of you may be familiar with what that is. If you aren't, you can actually look it up on YouTube. There's another YouTube reader. She does only Pisces readings. Maybe I have talked about this because now, or I can't remember because again, it's come up in a few client readings. But her name is Katie McLaughlin, and she has a channel of readings, and she also talks about the 2-cup manifestation method. So I always point people to that video because it explains it so well, and that's where I learned. So, oh no, we have to pull your oracle card. Okay, maybe let's get a romance angel, just because again, for some of you, I do feel like there's a possible development in a relationship, okay, or, you know, could be related to someone. If you're not currently in a connection, could of course be talking about someone that you will soon be involved with. I just saw let go of control issues. That certainly can be related to that Devil card reverse, right? Because sometimes that's what the devil can be talking about, is trying to control. I just saw let your friends help you ask for and accept support from others. Maybe this is a friendship. Maybe this, you know, is someone who you are friends with first, or maybe it was like, you know, sometimes I feel like, okay, so sometimes I feel like with relationships, like there can obviously be sort of like a physical chemistry or an attraction at first, but then it's really about like building the friendship, right? That's how you know if like a relationship is going to stand the test of time, right? And that's why they say like to give it time and to go slow. I also just saw love yourself first, okay? So I'm going to close the reading down there, Aquarius. I know this was super short, but no need to drag it on if that's not what's coming up. Thank you so much for watching. If the reading resonated, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You can also book a reading down below. I do offer this spread. It's called a 5-card change reading. It's not that expensive, but it's a really great reading. And what else? There's ways to donate, subscribe to the newsletter, all that good stuff again is listed down below. I look forward to seeing you next reading. Bye.